KUTV Rise today. This is still BIASHARA Tuesday. It's on air. Na hapa ni masaa ya mimi kuteka sit and also listen to a bit of expertise kwa wale watu ambao wanafanya some of those things we are trying to achieve here. Remember, it's all about business here on BIASHARA Tuesday, innovation and everything in between. How do we get ourselves to be innovative, to think further than we have been taught or we have been taught to think? Quite a tongue twister there. But yes, we are trying to push our boundaries, and what we are looking at right about now is MIMEHESH 2022. And I want you guys to go over to mimehesh2022.com and check it out as we have this discussion, and also on Play Store. MIMEHESH 2022 app is there. Ukiangalia pale, wipati review, ukiangalia what some of those things that are offered by that application. That is a conversation I'm having here with the founder and director of MIMEHESH 2022. Welcome to the show. Thank you. How are you?
Oh, thank you.
Hold the mic a bit closer. Yes. Great. Introduction to our viewers, okay. And you know, to let us know you as a founder and director of MIMEHESH, what MIMEHESH is all about.
Okay. My name is Hannah Kaluna. A mother, an entrepreneur, the founder for My Kenyan Guide. My Kenyan Guide is the mother company. So MIMEHESH is a mobile app and a website that lists the 2022 political aspirants for you, the Kenyan, to be easier to access these manifestos and their agendas and to ask the questions that we don't normally ask.
All right. The question we don't normally ask.
Yeah.
MyKenyanGuide.com, that you said is the...
That is a mother company.
All right. And what's that about?
It's a directory.
Yes. For businesses?
For businesses and service providers.
How does it work, that one, before we get to my
Okay. For example, you're over here and you're looking for a baker, you're looking for a mechanic, you just go to MIMEHESH, and then if there's any nearby, you can search a mechanic nearby, search.
My Kenyan Guide.
Yes, My Kenyan Guide. Yeah. You can even look for one in any of the 47 counties. If your mom Akoshago and you're looking for a vet, you can just go to MIMEHESH, maybe Kisumu, for example, vet where, Kisumu where. Maybe a place in Kisumu and search.
That's My Kenyan Guide.
That is My Kenyan Guide.
All right. Yes. So MIMEHESH, when did you start MIMEHESH 2022?
I think it was registered back in 2016. Was it 2016 or 2017? Under My Kenyan Guide. My Kenyan Guide is a mother company, yes.
Okay.
So we can do two things with My Kenyan Guide. We can list service providers and businesses, and we can also list political aspirants.
All right.
Yes.
Was it still MIMEHESH 2022 back then?
Back then, no, it was My Kenyan Guide.
Okay.
Yes.
So what was the motivation at the time for MIMEHESH?
In 2017, well, like most Kenyans, actually it started in the idea started in 2013. I was pregnant. And what happened was...
Congratulations, years later.
Oh, wow. Thank you. I voted based on the political parties. So I didn't even know anyone on the ballot. As long as you were on that particular party that I wanted, it was just a tick, 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 tick. And then years later, there's no progress, there's nothing, and you're like, oh, by the way, maybe I should have asked a question. Maybe I should have voted for maybe I don't know who. Maybe I should have done it BCZ. That is where the motivation came from. Yes.
So you decided, heri tupatie wa Kenya sasa MIMEHESH.
Yes, the platform where we want you to be conversant with whoever is vying. We want you to know your aspirant, because most Kenyans normally we vote because based on a political party. That's why on MIMEHESH we've not included the presidential position. That one, yes, we've not.
Okay.
That one is automatic.
I didn't notice.
People are very loyal to the political, presidential candidates. So that one you cannot talk to people out of that.
Don't feel you can find a way.
Oh, imagine you cannot. That one, just leave that one.
Right.
But when it comes to like a position like members of county assembly, those are MCs, members of parliament, those are MPs. You find that people, if you're going to vote for a person based on their political party, please remember, it is not the political party that is going to perform, it's the individual.
Right.
Yes, it's the individual. So that is what we're trying to bring to the table. If maybe you have 5 people vying for the same position, peruse their profiles. If you have a question, ask a question. If it's an incumbent, if you go to MIMEHESH and someone is listed over there, you're going to know if this person is an incumbent or they're an aspirant. Because so many people have moved. Others have relocated to Mombasa.
MPs elsewhere and then they relocate.
Others have normal Kenyans.
Oh, okay.
They're wananchi.
Oh, okay.
You've gone to Nakuru. You've gone to where else? Whichever county or constituency or ward. Ask someone who is your MP. They don't know.
All right. So they get this
So
information.
when you go to my Mhesh, if they are vying for the same position and you've not really seen much what they've done, you can ask a question. Kwanza umefanya nini? You know, you can look at their manifesto. You can look at their. We have some questions that are very personal. Why are you vying? You know, I want to know why do you want my vote? Because you know you're 200, you're 50 bob. These ones they give out. These ones they don't really do much. Right now, what can you do with 200 shillings and 50 shillings? Mkate hata saini 55 bob. Hata 50 bob pita ni buy hata mkate.
Haiwezi.
Yeah, haiwezi.
So which means we need this information. What have you been doing?
And
Where
then
have
at
you
your
been?
own free time, because if you're working, maybe for example you leave the house at around 7, you come back at maybe 6 or whatever time. By the time you're getting home, you're already tired. You don't have that time to walk on every poster and read what every person is saying.
Or attend
that
those
is where
rallies.
we're coming. Yes, or attend them. And then there's so much violence and so much tension. So this is where we're coming in.
Right.
At your own free time, go to mymhesh.com, www.mymhesh.com, or the mobile app. And just peruse the profiles, understand what they are saying, you know.
Right.
Yes.
Tell us about the various sections in MyMhesh and what information does one get access to while they're on there.
Okay. MyMhesh is divided into 5 sections.
Whoa.
There's governor, senator, woman rep, members of parliament, those are MPs, and members of county assembly, those are MCAs. So when you go to MyMhesh, you will get information about governors in any county. There's no limit. If you want to know who is vying uko ushago, you want to know who is vying in, maybe you want to relocate next next year and maybe go to Mombasa. If you want to know whichever county, you just go to MyMhesh and you can find this details.
Can find that information.
But I have to say this. Please note, we do not list any aspirants. They have to do that themselves. Because there's this information we cannot acquire. For example, like the question of why are you vying? Why you? Your manifesto, your agenda. You see that one now, personally, as the founder, that is a bit tricky to get.
That's not up to you.
Exactly, that's you. You know, you're the one to tell me why you're vying, etc., ABC. So if you don't find someone, it's not because of me or the app, it's because they've not listed themselves.
Now that we are on information, who collects the information that is there on the platform?
We do.
How so?
By when you fill in the details, we retain the information you fill in.
Okay, so all these candidates or all these all these governors, senators, MCAs, women rep, they enlist themselves onto the platform?
Yes. All
right. And how do you get to now bring it out or make awareness that to them to...
Oh, that's what we've been working on. Yes, that's a very good question. So we were having a challenge with the mobile app. We had the 2 apps, both on iOS and Android. But now it has been a bit of issues up and there, so we decided we're just going to proceed with the Android one for now. So what we're doing is we're bringing our awareness on the ground to the normal wananchi. So we've been traveling. You're going to see a lot of that online if you follow us online. Yes.
All right. And how do you verify the information now? If I enlist myself,
yeah, that's a very good question. Yes. So, you know, for you to list yourself, you have to pay. And then there's that privacy policy, because, you know, pseudo accounts, that is something, I don't know if you're going to manage how to tackle that.
Catfish.
It's a yes, it's a problem everywhere on Facebook, even big giants like Facebook, Instagram. They're still struggling with that.
Right.
So sadly, I don't know if we're going to tackle that. Yes.
Right.
But listing is not free.
How much is it?
For the member of county assembly, it's 3,000 only. MPs, women rep, and senators is 4,000, and governors is 5,000. Very kidogo money.
Very kidogo money, and that's a one-off payment.
One-off. We hata usilipe tena. Just please do something else with your money.
If I go onto the platform, if I've moved to Kisii.
Yes.
Let's say. And I want to know kama MP wa huko amekuwa akifanya kazi, or they're on there in the platform, and I don't find them there. How do I ensure that you guys bring me that information? Or is there a way I can reach out to guys at MyMhesh and be buni enlistia watu wa hii side or something like that?
That's we are not listing anybody, because the questions that are over there, we cannot provide that information, because you as Richard, you're vying to be the maybe the governor of Kisii. Sasa me as Hannah, how will I know why you're vying? There's so many questions over there. There are questions I cannot answer, and then I cannot list you and still pay for you.
Okay.
So like
I was asking for I'm a Kenyan.
Yes, you're Kenyan.
I'm just a Kenyan
Yes.
who wants to know who to vote for as governor for Kisii
No,
County.
that one we're not telling you. You're the one to decide. What we're doing, we're just bringing out the information.
Okay.
For example, this is Richard, this is Hannah, and this is maybe Ian, right? So I want to know who is the best one to vote for. For example, you can just peruse the profiles. And I have to mention, the reason we decided to do that, to our slogan kindly, it's Kagua, Compare, Amua. We are also interviewing politicians, aspirants, and there's this particular person who I will not mention. We asked them, on your manifesto you said unataka kuleta stima, but huku kuna stima. It's a whole constituency, and they were really arguing, saying no, there's no stima. So we were very specific. Okay, so which area of this constituency haina stima? And they started to stammer. So yeah, most of these manifestos are normally copy pasted. Ask somebody, how do you plan to implement number 5 on your manifesto? They have nothing to tell you. They even start to intimidate you. So I think the way they're answering those questions, utajua either mtu anajua Kenya anasema ama ni pitu anakufanyisha.
So that's how you also ensure that
that's the information you're trying to bring out. Yes, you can also leave a review. You can ask a question over there. You can check out how they've answered the other questions as well.
Right. You also have a blog section.
We do.
Tell me a bit about that.
So for that one, we're trying to keep Kenyans updated with what is happening currently. Yes.
And
politically.
So for example,
yesterday when Nani Wanjigi was what is it called?
Being unveiled as a presidential candidate.
Yes.
Right.
There is information that should be up there.
Okay, so people should check that out. Also,
Yes.
there is that information. Why do you think it's necessary to have Muhesh in the hands of Kenyans?
Like I said, we need Kenyans to be conversant with these political aspirants. Remember, when you vote for a person and not presidential, any other seat, governors, senators, because based on political parties, you need to keep in mind it is not the political party that is going to do the work, it is the individual. That is why we're coming on board. And we also have so many, and I'm not here to advocate for independent candidates, but on the ground, which you'll be seeing, like I said, you'll be seeing these videos very soon. Some of these individual candidates really are so vivid about what they want to do. You ask them, how do you plan to implement number 2? The way they're even explaining it, you're like,
ready.
Wow, okay, wow, interesting. And then you want someone with a very big political party. How do you plan to implement number 1? These things, don't worry. These things, I'll do them. Okay, so how do you plan to create employment? I'll bring a lot of factories. Which kind of factories? You just wait and see. You just vote for me. Wait and see. Yes.
All right. So making sure that Kenyans are getting the relevant information and putting the leaders to
from
task.
the source.
And this will work even after the elections?
I'm planning to keep it. I'm planning to merge it now with my Kenyan Guide.
How so?
Do I really want to give her that idea right now? So my Kenyan Guide is my Kenyan Guide is live, right? So what we want to do with my Kenyan Guide, as per this moment, if you're looking for a baker in Nairobi, you'll find, right? If you're looking for a baker in Kahawa Sukari, you'll find. Kahawa Sukari is a word. I guess it is.
I hope it is. Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, what we want to do is up on top. If you go to Kahawa Sukari, you're looking for maybe bakers, mechanics, salonists. Hapo juu kutakuwa na kaslot ka MCA wako. So if you have a question for your MCA, we want the relationship to continue. So itakuwa like huyu ni MCA, then chini kuna maybe lawyers and service providers and businesses.
Okay. So
we're going to merge the two because it's already one company anyway. So we're just going to merge the two.
And politicians are service providers. They're providing service to Kenyans. So
yes,
they should be there as well.
Yes.
What is the future long term that you see with Muhesh?
Well, it's not my Muhesh per se. It's
my
more
Kenyan
of
guide.
my Kenyan Guide. Well, I'm a dreamer. So for my future personally, I would prefer to go continental. Yes. Oh, that would be awesome.
That would be
a dream come true.
That would be the it.
Yes, I would like to own my African Guide.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, all the best. May that happen.
Thank you.
My African Guide.
My African Guide.
Having all the information across all the continent, also the countries of the continent.
Yes.
Okay. Any plans that you're underway?
No, at this moment, on Kenya now, we're focusing on my Muhesh. This is the election period, so we're in the season.
All right.
Yes.
You chose my Muhesh. It's quite catchy. So
I know. And relevant.
And very relevant to Kenyans. Before we go on with the conversation, I want us to do an icebreaker hapa katikati. I know we've already broken the ice, but
okay.
Uko ready?
No, siko ready. Actually, I'm
nervous.
I'm very nervous.
Uko ready and you don't even know what it's about. All right. So this paper, you're going to use it to write a list of all the enemies you want me to go after. Sorry, that's not it. I'm joking. We're going to play a game.
Okay.
Almost had you there. Ushaanza kufikiria, ulikuwa ushaanza kufikiria couple of...
Nashindwa sasa. Niandike shetani ama niandike nani?
All right, so we're going to play a game, and my producer will be informing me what kind of game it is. I'm also not aware. We call it Identify the Brand, and what we do here is identify the brand according to what you have displayed. We're being displayed with on the screen. On the what I have here is tags. What do we call them? Slogans, taglines, and then you're going to write the company that you think the slogan belongs to, and then we're going to mark it against each other. You get it? You get it?
I get it.
Yeah. So we're going to get 5 of those slogans or taglines, and then we have 5 seconds each. 20 seconds per slogan. All right. Or 20 seconds for all of them. So we're going to get 20 seconds for all of them, and we're having 5 of them. Let's begin right about now. If you're at home, you can join in. Now tuambie kama unajua any of those. So let's begin with the first one. And currently, let's begin right about now. Be 100% sure. That is the first one. Be 100% sure. The second one, obey your thirst. Obey your thirst. Be 100% sure. Obey your thirst. All right, the third one, it's in the game. Number 4 is off the wall. Number 5, the art of performance. All right, let's get it again.
Oh my God.
Let's get it again, please. Yeah, Tuandiki. All right, give us the answers then.
This is not fair.
Mkiangalia vitu tuna exchange papers there. We barely wrote.
We've written one and it's for number 2.
Be 100% sure.
No, that was too hard.
It is quite hard, right?
No, that was too hard. Not even quite. It's 100% hard.
Be 100% sure.
Aye.
What did you think that is?
I don't know. Condom.
I thought so too.
And you didn't write that?
No.
What is the answer for that? What is the answer for number 1?
It is Dettol.
By the way, that it's Dettol, surely.
Funny that I am a very loyal user of Dettol.
Obey your thirst.
Obey your
thirst. That is what?
Obey your thirst. I wrote Coca-Cola, you wrote Sprite, and the answer is supposed to be Sprite.
Don't say Pepsi.
It's Sprite. Obey your thirst. You got it. Yeah.
Number 3?
It's in the game. That is number 3. It's in the game.
That looks like football.
It's in the game. Which one is that? It's football.
I don't know.
EA Sports. It's in the game. It's EA Sports. Yeah.
It's what?
It's EA Sports.
What is that?
EA Sports is it's FIFA. It's like FIFA.
Sasa hiyo tungejuaje?
Watu wanacheza.
Yo rudiwe. Kimeibiwa. Number 4.
All right, number 4 is
off
off the wall. I have no idea what that is. Totally. Completely. Vans off the wall.
Shoes.
Yeah.
Basi sungekata red bottoms. Msia yuko fair. Mwanaume. Number 5, art of
Number
performance.
5 is art of performance.
You wrote nothing.
And neither did you.
I know.
So did you.
Jaguar.
Oh, Jaguar. Sorry, that's quite, that's
interesting.
Yeah. Should have known that. It was my first car, but all right.
Okay.
Asante sana. At least you got something.
I got one. He got nothing. So let me just say that.
Yeah, squeezy. The bar is low here. 1 is quite a performance.
I know. To me try.
All right, to me try. So let's. Thank you for playing the game with me and for having the conversation on Memhesh 2022.
Yes.
How do you think Kenyans can get themselves involved now with Memhesh? Like mtu wako nje anataka kuinvolve Memhesh ama anataka kusaidia kwa update info or anything Kenya wa kawaida tu na feel, is there a way? Do they have a place?
Yes,
other
they have
than
a place.
reviewing the platform?
Yes, they have a place. Whatever it is that you feel like you need, you can just send me an email on info@mymhesh
Tell them on
2022.
that camera, yeah.
Oh, this one over here.
Yeah.
You can send me an email on info@mymhesh2022.com. I'm the only one who accesses the email, so if you send the email, I'll get it. Also, please, you can peruse our website on www.mymhesh2022.com, and please download our app on Play Store. Give me 5 stars like Uber. that would really help the app.
Right.
Yeah.
Spoken like my Uber driver right after the ride ended.
Yeah. Wanasemanga ukumbuke stars, ukumbuke kunirate.
Ukumbuke 5 stars.
Yes.
Mymhesh, it's there on the screen, so wale ambao wana hawajaweza kuiaccess, make sure that you're getting it. Ndio hiyo dashboard that's just been shown on air, Mymhesh 2022. They also have an application. Is there a difference between the app and the website?
The framework, but the functionality is the same.
Okay.
Yes.
Framework, that is
the way it's venye inakaa.
Venye inakaa. Okay. Unajua nasema ile ni Wakenya tunaelewa. Not UI UX. How big do you have of a team do you have, or do you work alone?
I don't work alone. I have like a whole team.
Right.
We have a marketing team of 3 people, and then I have my developer, I have me, I have a guy who's maintaining the website. We're like 7 people.
So it's quite a team, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. All the best to you.
Thank you.
And to Mymhesh.
Did you download?
Yes, I have it here.
Reviews. Rate me.
Utangalia, ukitoka utangalia. All right. Thank you very much for having that conversation with me. That has been Hannah Kanuna, the founder and director of Mymhesh 2022. Make sure you're also checking My Kenyan Guide. mykenyanguide.com, as you also check out Mymhesh. Kwa wale politicians, kina Alpha ulikuwa hapa a few weeks ago vying for the senatorial seat in Nairobi County. Make sure una register pale, watu wa Nairobi wakutambue kabisa. Biashara Tuesday still on air, so don't go far. Nipatie your questions, any feedback that you have on social media at Richard_Kenya, the hashtag Biashara Tuesday, and I'll be back to read it. This is still KUTV Rise Today. And now, on to quite a sad part of this show this morning. And this is involving an alumnus of a school that I am proudly from. That is the one and only, the Alliance High School. Kimiti Wanjaria was buried on March 18th, 2022 after dying by suicide due to allegedly hitting rock bottom. This man was ranked in the Forbes top 30 under 30. That is the top 30 individuals who are under 30 years of age in terms of entrepreneurship in Africa in 2013. This is having, of course, established his own multi-million investment in Kiambu at only the age of 29, the ripe age of 29. He, together with his business partner, Ian Kahara, decided to venture into real estate using land acquired from Kahara's grandmother, forming Serene Valley Properties. So for the guys well out of Kiambu Road, I'm sure you're quite aware of Serene Valley Properties. The houses priced today range at 14 million, not only stylish, but located in Sigona, a valley away from the city noise. Wanjaria and Kahara brought in 2 more friends and took a loan of about 350 million, which they projected was needed to construct the estate. Construction began with all the 30 instead of 1 at a time, hoping to save on time and cost, but they soon depleted their accounts earlier than they had anticipated. This may have resulted in mental anguish, as the group lacked the idea on how to repay the loan of 350 million. Today, the project stands tall despite all the tribulations they underwent. According to his mother, that is the late Kimiti Wanjaria, in his eulogy, he dived into drinking every other day after moving back in with his parents. And this is a young man of 29 years who at 29 years started a multi-million business which was really headed to billions of Kenyan shillings. 350 million was the loan that they used and couldn't repay na his partner. So quite a tragic end for this budding real estate investor who dared to dream big, and that is what we have for you this morning. So as you try and get yourself into business, as you try and get money, as you try and push boundaries and become innovative and become quite the guru of your life and in business and entrepreneurship, as we try and guide here on BIASHARA Tuesday, pia take care of your mental health, yeah? Important. Make sure mental health is in check. Na kama uko na tribulations, ensure you're reaching out to the relevant people. And business is not an easy journey to undertake for those guys who haven't yet started, yeah? There are a lot of hurdles that you have to face quite along the way. Great show, watching from the comfort of my condo. Sir Kenneth, what? I'd love to visit this condo one of these days. Quite a golfing man also. Napenda golf sana huyu kijana, Sir Kenneth Omondi, and prolific news anchor here on KUTV Kenya. Nimesema KUTV Rise today. My Muhesh app could be the best leverage to all the contestants. Okay. So Sir Kenneth Omondi is giving his feedback on the My Muhesh. Paul Wambua, who was here, amesema that's good innovation for digital democracy. Remember, Paul Wambua is really heavy on matters of democracy, as you noticed if you're here on the newspaper review earlier. Na amesema as he was going off the set, he was listening back to the interview we just had with the founder and director of MyMhesh 2022. Na anasema that's good innovation for digital democracy. So ensure that you're checking that out. And also, Sir Kenneth Omondi anasema My Kenyan Guide has also been a great one in sourcing for opportunities. So if you want to source for opportunities in business and all the other things, ensure checking My Kenyan Guide. Na pia for your preferred 2022 candidate, unaangalia mymhesh2022.com. Let me take a break. Continue sending you that feedback. Narudi hapa hivi. I'm leaving you guys with a bit of technology on our segment called Tech Voice. Let's have a look.
Think of social media as a big marketplace where you can come in and shop for anything you want, sell anything you want, and go. My name is Richard Okenye, and on Tech Voice, we look at how to create a digital presence for your business. Last year, we saw how digital technology helped empower people to connect and explore new and innovative ways to work, connect with customers, create and harvest business opportunities from their homes. Small businesses are increasingly creating and expanding their digital footprint. We put together 6 things that you need to do to set up and start a successful online business, because it's never too late to start. The first one is to get a domain name. Your domain name is the heart of your business' unique address on the web. It should tell people who you are and what you have to offer at a glance. For a business, a domain name can also anchor a professional email address with the same name as the domain name. Keep it short and easy to type. Make sure it isn't trademarked, copyrighted, or in use by another company. With that in mind, you are good to go. To plan your business website, start by deciding what you want your site to do for your business. Do you want your website to showcase your business and show your products or services? Or do you want to sell your products and services online? Or even allow visitors to be able to directly buy from your website? To build an e-commerce website, you'll need to be sure you are ready to manage inventory, payment processing, shipping methods, customer service, among other elements for a successful online store. You can pick an easy DIY website builder that includes e-commerce, or you can consider hiring a professional website designer if you have an idea for a website but don't want to build it yourself. A social media presence. Having a successful online business goes beyond building a website. It is equally important for a business to connect with customers on social media platforms. Social media gives you the opportunity to share valuable information about your business and engage with existing and potential customers in real time. Include a link back to your website in interesting social posts, and this can help generate traffic to your website and help grow your business. Keep it fresh with consistent blog posts, up-to-date photos and videos, new products and services, and design improvements that reflect evolving trends. As a new website owner, you should also analyze and evaluate what is working and what can be improved. That has been it for Tech Voice. See you in the next one.
Access to knowledge, solution to unanswered questions.
Guidelines to pursuing your rights and repossessing your property, intellectual or material.
This and more only on Law Matters.
Imagine living in a society that embraces social justice and equal opportunities for all. On Woman Crush Wednesday, Rise Today, we bring you experts for meaningful conversations on matters, gender equality.
Mimi naweza ona hakuna gender equality as we speak.
So we continuously work with the men.
I feel that they're judging the girl.
Parenthood.
Mind is very important in infertility.
Mental and physical health.
You need to be surrounded by a proper network.
After nimeanza healing process, nilikumbuka kuhusu boys na wase wenye niliacha ghetto. Like kila wakati nilikuwa najaribu kutafuta mbinu yenye naweza wafikishie ujumbe.
I feel like if you have 15 minutes, if you have 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever amount of time, use it, because any physical activity is beneficial. No physical activity is dangerous for you.
And we touch on current affairs.
Marrying is a journey. It means you're taking a journey together.
I'm dying to be different.
Changamoto ziko, but you can't sit there saying, oh, mimi nitafanya mziki siku yenye dozi takampe.
You look at this person and you're like, wow, they just woke up and they found themselves here.
Join us every Wednesday morning at 7 to 10 a.m. here on Rise Today Woman Crush Wednesday. I am your host, Nina Gikunda.
Unemployment has hit you hard. Your salary is meager. You decide to venture into business, but you're struggling to thrive in it. You would want to reap a big tip on how not to run into losses.
Forget the preachy business vlogs, the hyperbolic motivational speeches, and all the roads down desperation.
Hope has come with model stories from small successful entrepreneurs. We tell you these tales weekly on The Budding Entrepreneur. Join us as we help you make your trade profitable and often smile to the bank.
Lola is an app that gives you a chance to watch videos, listen to audios, and read articles wherever you are for free. Motivational stories, dramas, campus life, technology, lifestyle, adventure, sports, academics, jobs, entertainment, and more. Download Lola now on Play Store. All you need, you got Lola.
Hello everyone, this is the new chapter of Let's Be Fit. I'll be host DiCaplo. I'm here to give you various workouts. I'll be having different trainers. We'll have Zumba classes, we'll have aerobics classes, we'll have box exercise, we'll have kata box. Just name. The show comes every Thursday from 6:30 a.m. to 7 a.m. Keep it locked. Make sure we keep fit. And that's it from me to you. Let's be fit.
I've been kidnapped. Please send money to this number for me to be released. Welcome back to the show. This is, I remember the last time I saw something like this. Yeah, the last time I saw something like this was in 2017 when NASA were trying to fundraise for their political cause. Back when, what happened to that money? Anyway, let me not begin that. Dependable, affectionate, get through uncertain times. That is what Shop Okoa has here for us, that hug in uncertain times. Shop Okoa are the winners of the Health Prize chapter for Kenyatta University Finals this year, which is a road that leads to $1 million, and I have talked about it here before. So let's just have the winners here. I have Cliff and Kelvin with me, who are also the team at Shop Okoa. Nasema hapo PayPoint agent. Anyway, at Shop Okoa, welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you so much.
How was it to participate?
It was a bit challenging, but manageable for us.
All right.
Yeah, we've always been polling as a team, and I believe we've never had any issues working together, because we're not only the two of us. We've got other 11 guys who are very supportive with what we're doing.
Okay.
So we've always been able to manage through all those obstacles. Yeah.
Kelvin.
Yeah.
Is it the first time that you were pitching, and did you expect to win?
It's not my first time to pitch. It was not my first time to pitch. And actually, I was not really expecting to win, because at that time when we were pitching, my team was on the field, so I was just alone.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let me just give it a try, because it's a student competition, and at least I'll expose my company to people so that they can know it.
Right.
But I thank God, when I got the chance to pitch, the presentation went on well. And I was surprised that my team was able to join me coincidentally. And that by the time we were finishing, Aaron was able to join me during the presentation. That motivated me even more. And that's how I was comfortable, and I was expecting for good results. Then when they announced the winner, I was like, wow, we won this. So I went to the office and like, whatever.
All right.
So yeah, because that time I was having a meeting with the team, so we were trying to strategize on how we're going to proceed with the Mtani activation. So the guy just came to the office, so I was like, okay. But initially I told him we are gonna take this thing.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I remember when that happened, when that was happening. That is when the winners were announced. I saw your team coming in, and the first thing that happened was that this guy ran off. I was like, why is he running away? Is he so shocked to win? And then later I saw a whole team coming in, and I thought initially I thought it was choreographed, like a grand entrance of the winners. Were you expecting to win personally?
Definitely I was, because I told him that
we're taking this thing home. I was very confident about it.
All right.
Because we are always very confident with mostly the what we are doing as a company. Plus, we're very confident with our business model. Yeah.
All right. So I'm taking a look here at Shop Okoa, and for every person who's out there, kimbia pale Play Store na uchukue Shop Okoa. Leo, every app we are talking about here is something that is already live on Play Store. So it's something that you go out, you check out, and uangalie. So Shop Okoa is a digitized shopkeeper lending, and I'm going to allow them, of course, to tell us more into what it is about. I just realized I didn't allow you guys to introduce yourselves. So please do an introduction and what you do over at Shop Okoa. I'm just too excited with your win to even notice that. Please introduce yourself on that camera.
Okay, my name is Cliff Aaron Ambunya. I'm the co-founder of Shop Okoa.
Right.
So my name is Kelvin Willie Mulama. I'm the co-founder of Shop Okoa, and I'm also the CEO of Shop Okoa.
All right.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about Shop Okoa. What exactly is Shop Okoa? I know I've said a digitized shopkeeper, and a lot of people like, oh, Jumia, ama eBay, ama nini. So what is Shop Okoa? And you know, since I can see Okoa in the, since already you can see Okoa there in the name, maybe you introduce to us what Shop Okoa is all about as a digitized shopkeeper. What is that?
Maybe just to start off, at least now for the audience to understand what Shop Okoa is. I think growing up, maybe from my background, my mother will send me to the shop and tell me, go to the shopkeeper, tell him to issue goods, then I'll pay during the months or when I get money. So I thought that only used to happen in the village, but when I came to Nairobi as well, I realized that one day I was yeah, I still the same problem. Now people depend on shopkeeper credits to survive or to get by the day, and then they can pay later after they have got cash. So I was like, this is a hassle maybe for shopkeepers to manage everything, the payments, the records, and they also don't have, like, let's say, a way to determine if a customer will pay back or if they are going to run away with their money. Then I say, let me come up with a simple app that will just digitize shopkeeper lending. And that is how Shop Okoa actually began, and that's how I started. Then along the way I met Aaron, and he was suitable to become a co-founder. Then I initiated him to the company as a co-founder.
Right.
Yeah.
You called him Aaron?
Yeah, Aaron, Cliff.
Cliff Aaron Ambunya.
Which is the one that people call you most?
Aaron.
Aaron.
Yep.
I'll not go with that one. Cliff.
Good.
What kind of revolution is happening on Shop Okoa? Mtu akiingia pale, as you said, you're trying to see how to digitize this issue ya kutegemea shopkeeper. So what does a customer get on Shop Okoa?
Okay, now for customers, the first thing he has to go through a verification process, of which he's going to upload his identification card. And number 2, there is a M-Pesa statement. Number 3, there is the KRA PIN. That is just the verification process. So our team, because we've got 8 very responsible tech guys who are working with us. Others are full-time, others part-time. But they are able to verify all the documents, so that you can access the services that are inside the mobile app. So in case maybe at a given point or at a given moment, if you don't have cash, and which is usually a problem that affects most families here in Kenya, mostly in Nairobi.
Right.
So you can just download the mobile app. You give us some time to verify the documents. Then you can access the services at the nearest shop that's near you. So you can acquire any product in the shop on credit. Then you'll pay later on with a 7.5% simple interest. Our interest is simple; it's not compounding. Yeah.
What's the in layman terms? What does that mean?
Okay.
Maybe it's more of a service fee, so that because the shopkeepers retain their profit margin, Then us, we retain a service fee, which covers the cost of transacting the money, and now gives us also a profit margin to run the business.
Kevin, so he mentioned
Yep.
that someone is required to give out M-Pesa statements, KRA PIN, and what else was it? That's
National ID.
And the ID.
Oh, and the ID. How important are these documents, and what do they inform on the platform?
So we have actually invented a credit scoring system, which we've filed for patent, whereby once you get this information, we're able to give you a credit limit that is manageable to help you get something on credit from our partner merchants. And now, once we ascertain the consistency of information from your ID card, your KRA PIN, and also your M-Pesa statement, then we can be able to give you a trust token to be trusted to get our help, because that is our value proposition. We want to give you that hug when you are stuck or when you are in a hard financial situation. So we give you a trust token with a particular credit limit amount. Then you can now use that amount to sort out any emergency. So you keep Shop Okoa. So when you're in an emergency, you can use that credit limit. That's why we get that data. And the beauty of it is that during verification, that's the only time we will ever ask you for data, because our credit scoring system doesn't go into your phone to check any information. Once you just verify, that is the first and the final time we'll ever ask data for you.
So there'll be no there's no updating the M-Pesa statement after?
Unless if you want to increase your credit limit, you tell us you want to reach 10,000. Because right now we are starting with up to 1,000 Kenya shillings. Then, of course, if you want to increase your credit limit, then you have to bring in a new M-Pesa statement to show that I can be able to get help up to an increased level of credit limit. Then once we are proven, we see the consistency in what you require, then we can be able to increase your credit limit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cliff.
Yep.
Since you began Shop Okoa, giving that hug to Kenyans during uncertain times, how has that worked so far? And do you already have shopkeepers on the platform, Kenyans who are using it? How is it operating?
Yeah, so at first we've started by onboarding vendors who are shopkeepers. So far we've done 120 so far within the span of 1 week.
120.
120.
That's here on this app that I have right now.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. If you get verified, you'll see them.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
And what areas are this 120?
We started off with Kasarani, and then it's going to take some bit of time for us to scale to these other locations or areas. But as of now, it's Kasarani. Then we'll move to Roysambu, then Kimbo. Then in case we get some VC funding, I think all the 47 counties will be onboarded. So
right. Yeah. This is quite an idea, and you are pitching it at halt price, something that is already piloted. Isha Malizika. Cindy, right, Kevin?
Yeah, we've started now the pilot. Let's say it's under pilot.
Oh, right now it's under pilot.
Yeah.
By the time of halt price, you already had a viable product.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, nice. Now let me get it from you, Kevin. As you are coming to halt price, trying to get funding for this Shop Okoa.
Yeah.
We are also trying to, as the theme was, trying to get people back to work.
Yeah.
Trying to get the world back to work.
Yeah.
How is Shop Okoa in that line of getting people back to work?
Yeah, sure. And that's why I carried actually that PayPoint agent, because looking at when M-Pesa came in through their M-Pesa agent-based network, they were able to create more than 100,000 job opportunities through M-Pesa agents. And when we were inventing our debt collection system, and we realized that it's very unique, and we decided to file for a patent. That's when we also said it can be combined together with a PayPoint agent, so that for PayPoint agents who help us collect back our debt, they retain a particular commission as their income, and we also retain a particular markup fees for the company to fund its operations. Then we said for anyone who is going to open a PayPoint agent, they'll be earning money. And we are optimistic that we are also going to reach over 100,000 PayPoint agents. And looking at 100,000 PayPoint agents, those are new job opportunities that Shopakwa is creating through this mobile application that we have created. Yeah.
Yep. Cliff.
Yes.
Back then, a few 2-3 years ago, I was running a startup. And the most difficult part of it was convincing the clients I wanted to onboard onto the platform. So the clients for you, well, the vendors for you now this side. Vendors, trying to talk to vendors to onboard to a platform that they've not seen before. Is that a challenge? And how are you navigating that? And also following up on that, debt collection. See, Raisi, we've seen very funny videos going around of Kenyans wanaitisha pesa. Ile pesa, ile loan yako, loan gani bwana? Sikusikii nini hapa mahali liko kuna kelele. And then they, you know, they never repay, or they just do away with their lines and stuff like that. So those kind of incidences. Do you have those? Do you expect those? And are you going to navigate around that?
Yeah, definitely we expect those. There are normal challenges that that usually affect any normal business, any startup or any company that is right now a big company. So it's a challenge convincing a vendor to be onboarded in the platform. But I think luck is on our side, because
everyone you've spoken to, it's been 100%.
No, I can say the onboarding right now is at I think 90%, because each shopkeeper that we've approached, they're okay with it. So in fact, most of them.
Is there a fee that they need to pay?
Now I think that one will be applicable later on, a service, monthly service fee on the shopkeeper's side, whereby now we'll have to like do a grading system based on the shops. So we'll grade them as from point A to D. So the lowest shop that receives the lowest customers will have to pay a monthly fee of 270 shillings to access the platform on a monthly basis.
If you're receiving the lowest customers, you're going to pay a service fee
of 270 because you're using our platform.
Oh, and you're not bringing back.
Yeah.
So no, actually, to elaborate that, it means that the grades means that we have a shop, maybe grade A, whereby I have shops in a network of shops, let's say 100 shops. So your Shopakwa is helping you make sales with 100 shops. So you cannot pay the same service fee with a customer who owns a single shop outlet, and maybe he's getting 100 customers and you are getting 10,000 customers from Shopakwa. So we've done that grading so that we are fair enough in terms of pricing our service fee.
Okay. And now, since we are with you, Kevin, getting to Halt Price, what do you see is the future now with this journey that you've taken through Halt Price? Are you intent on winning the prize money? And if not, well, plus other things, what else do you expect to have changed along the way once this Halt Price journey is complete?
So actually, before I participated in Halt Price because I was mostly trying to use competitions to raise funding, because we were not yet ready for VC funding. So it reached a point when I shut down competition because I wanted to focus on growing the company rather than participating in competitions. So by the fact that I accidentally, it's more of an accident because I was not planning to participate in Halt Prize. So by the fact that I participated accidentally, I believe it's more of a conviction that God is going to help me reach the finals and win it. But other than just focusing on Halt Prize, we are now focused towards growth, and also we are headed for VC funding. And that's now what we're preparing, because we're targeting to reach 2,000 merchants and also increase sales, average sales of 10 customers per each shop. And if we're able to achieve that as our target as a company, then we are prepared to we shall be able to convince VC venture capitalists that this is a huge business opportunity that they can come on board. But we are also very optimistic that we are going to win Halt Prize, and we are going to represent Kenyatta University to the maximum that we can, to see that this is a place where innovation is happening, and we can also build ideas that can impact the communities. So hopefully, Hulk price, we are very optimistic.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, Cliff, I want to give out a technical question which both of you can answer, by the way. And this is following up a story I was reading here on the Business Daily about digital lenders. As you're all aware, and I've mentioned, digital lending has been quite a thing in the country. And debt has been a conversation we've had for a while. You know, debt shaming, predatory lending, and issues of loan access and all of that. And there have been regulations here, including personal information, which is also something that is here on the platform that you're collecting. And the government has been going out after some of these digital lenders who have personal information, and some of them have been using it badly, such as to text relatives, all those tactics they use to recover money. And some of those regulations that they have to adhere to in the 6 months that have been given by the CBK is to ensure they're giving out where they're getting this information from, where they're going to use it, their professional monthly earnings, and all of that information that is regarding collection of data and the giving out of loans, which is something that Shopokoa does touch on. Credit here, debt there, and also personal information there. Are these issues that you're addressing? That is concerns on personal information and also concerns on debt. How I know I might have thrown you off guard there, but is there a way you feel like this might be a challenge, or you've already thought about it? I don't.
I think Kevin will take.
Kevin, this one I see you.
Yeah, actually, when we were doing the brainstorming and trying to validate our minimum viable product, that is something that we were working on. Even I think you remember when I told you I called one of our legal friends to just give us a thorough directive on how we can build our app in accordance with the regulations that have been set. And that's what, and actually it was last week when the CBK issued the report. So I was like, we want to start operations, and now they've brought in new
timing.
So I was like, now are we going to stop because maybe we've not met the regulations? Then now I had to go through the entire report overnight. Then I realized that we are actually right in what we're doing. And based on what this CBK had issued, we are 100% compliance, because we have clauses that I went through that are giving us that get us to continue with the operations.
All right.
Then touching on data privacy, I think it was something that we really worked on to ensure that the beauty of Shopokoa is that it will never go to your phone to check who calls you. We don't use information to do our credit scoring. Our credit scoring is, we've done an invention whereby for credit scoring, we've actually used a mathematical model of integers. So we've done, combined a list of integers that help us to credit score people. Then it's we've also combined it with the trust levels. So because shopkeeper credit is based on mutual trust. So we've tried to create a mathematical model around mutual trust to see trust levels and to see how we can score people without having to check how much airtime they spend, how many people they call, or maybe how many people they text, or how much they receive in their M-Pesa.
All right.
Only during verification is when we shall ask you to give us your M-Pesa statement or any information that shows your income level, then your KRA PIN and ID. Then from there, we will never ask you any other form of data to help us score you.
Right.
So in short, we've coded the whole thing into a system. We've coded the whole thing into a system.
A very solid one.
Very solid one. Yeah, very solid.
So I think now that we are on the solid system, it's important that we understand exactly how does Shopokoa work. Sindio? Nafikiri kama tumeiongelelea juju. Let's start from the shopkeeper. Shopkeeper anaona nini from their side, and how is that journey like? So I'm in a shop, I have Shopokoa, I'm registered on Shopokoa as a shopkeeper, as a vendor, and now how does it work?
Okay. Now, if you're onboarded as a vendor, our team on the ground will definitely embedded in the system. So let's say if it's sugar, unga, blue band, and every product that's in your shop, plus the prices, it will be embedded in the app.
Okay.
So the shopkeeper, he has an app advantage because number one, he can, in case the prices fluctuate, he can definitely edit there and definitely key in the new prices. If they appreciate, he'll definitely key in the prices by himself. So you as a customer, if you like log in and maybe type the shop ID number that maybe you're going to shop there, you'll be able to see every product plus the prices. So for us as Shopokoa, where we come in is we provided that platform inside inside Shopokoa for a particular shop. So when you go when you shop using the mobile app, you'll be able to see the prices as pertaining to a clear reflection of what our guys in the ground or the grassroots have keyed in the details there. Plus the products will be there. The shopkeeper is the one in charge of maybe editing the prices. But the prices, we told them, we agreed that the prices, they don't. Yeah, you clearly know because some might maybe
try to to edit out some things which are inflated.
So the information has to be thorough.
Okay.
And it's one thing that we are currently doing so that we do not bring any conflict between the vendors or the shopkeepers with our customers.
What happens when someone that you've trusted with, when a customer that you've already trusted with a credit score doesn't get to pay this vendor? Of course, you might say we'll kick him off the platform, but gonna carry pin yake. But what about the money that the shopkeeper is still waiting for? What happens then?
So as a Shopokoa, if you shop using the platform on credit, we'll definitely pay the shopkeeper on your behalf.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how it works.
That's how it works.
Then in terms of kicking people out of the system, actually we don't do that. That's one of our core values.
Sorry, that was just my suggestion. I didn't say that's what they do. They don't kick people off the platform. Go on, Kevin.
Actually our brand values, like you hear our tag is that hug in a certain time. So we don't want to give you a hug then
kick you off.
Kick you off the system. That's why we created that credit scoring system. It just gives you a leeway to see where your trust level are headed to. Then when you reach a particular level, then it means that you cannot access credit. Your credit limit goes back to zero, but you still have that chance to build your trust. And it's good to give people a second chance.
Ni muhimu sana.
So it gives you that second chance to build your trust by paying back your debt until a point where you reclaim back your trust level to a particular credit limit. And that is how we work. We maintain our brand values as we also offer that quality service. Yeah.
I understand that we are just trying to get ourselves into the digital era. And not all of us are tech savvy. And this is including the vendors, right? Wengine wao ni mama mboga, small time vendors who wamezoea kabambe or feature phones. Is the platform easy to use and intuitive enough? Kevin?
Yeah, actually for now it's very easy to use. Once you're verified, you just key in a shop ID, automatically the products will appear. You check out on credit, you see how much you're supposed to pay, and you see when you're supposed to start paying. Just simple as that.
Right.
For vendors, we just you sign up, you get your username and password, then you're able to onboard your products. If a vendor doesn't know how to onboard products, he calls one of our customer care. For now, we have like a team. So one of our team members goes there, helps them to onboard products, show them how to key in the prices. Then your shop will be live on our platform. Then customers can be able to borrow from you. Apart from that, as a company, we are very visionary. The mobile app was just part of the blueprint. When we release, we have a blueprint, and the mobile app was just part of it. We have a USSD that will be rolling out for basic phones, and we are also going to roll out, that I'm not going to say on TV, but we have something that is coming up, and it's very revolutionary. It's going to transform shopkeeper credit more than what we believe that this app is going to do. It's going to entirely transform. And I'm confidently speaking that this is going to be a new bank that we are going to create. And
that is
and it will be very easy to use and very revolutionary.
A new digital bank.
Right.
A new digital bank.
Sounds very exciting.
Yeah.
Apart from credit scoring and also connecting people to more jobs, and also whatever else is hiding. What kind of impact, Cliff, do you expect short term and long term from Shopokwa?
Impact short term.
Maybe I can take that. In terms of short term impact, we're looking at building good customer relationships between the shop owner and their customers, so that their customers are loyal to the shops. At the same time, they are able to get that hug during a certain time. We are also looking now our long-term impact. We are looking towards now creating the over 100,000 new job opportunities through our PayPoint agent network, and also maybe just changing, increasing the levels of people who are able to access credit through technology. So those new job opportunities. And also improving customer relationship between merchants and customers is what we're looking at in terms of impact.
All right. Yeah. Maybe now finally, Cliff, as we try and round up, you have a community initiative.
Yeah.
Anything to speak about that? I'm seeing here lovely images with some students here of clear certificates. This is from Shopokwa, the certificates.
Yeah. So right now we've partnered with the community-based library in Western Kakamega County, whereby we are mentoring and training our young brothers and sisters. We're taking them through the whole process and journey about technology and innovation. So it has been a lively and wonderful experience for us as a team, because we went there, 4 of us, and you can see what we achieved.
Lovely images.
Actually, those students were able to learn how to build websites in a week, and they did a practical project during that week. They showcased to parents. Parents were amazed, and we agreed they're going to create a student developer club so that they can continue to learn how to build websites on their own. Then whenever we get time for a bootcamp, we'll be joining together to train them to perfect their skills. And I believe that when their skills are perfected, they become competitive in the job market, or they can even start their own companies at a younger age, even when they're in high school.
Right.
Yeah.
So this goes on to show that you don't really need to, community, what is it called? CSR. Doesn't have to be financial. You just go out and teach people what you're doing and then build another generation of innovators.
Yeah, because we are trying to impact the younger generation that's upcoming in a very positive way, whereby they can also come from job seeking into maybe them creating their own companies, whereby it will also solve the bigger challenge that's facing Kenya right now of unemployment.
And also considering that now the world is going technology, and when you compare Africa with other continents, the well-performing countries, like I usually try to give Silicon Valley in the States as more of a comparative option for whom we can learn from in terms of growing technology in Africa. Now, considering that these people like Mark Zuckerberg started companies like Facebook when they were 19 years old, and because they had the skill sets, and now considering that they're continuing to build better technologies, it means that if we don't empower our young brothers and sisters, will continue getting used to depending on those technologies, then we won't create our own technologies as Africa. And considering that, we said, okay, let's empower these young people so that even if a student at Harvard is able to create a company or a new technology, the same can happen in Africa, where a 15-year-old or a 19-year-old can still come up with an invention that also a person in America can use because it has been made in Africa for the globe.
Cliff, is there a reason maybe that you feel like we're not getting our applications out there kama kina Zuckerberg? Mbona Tuna Shopokoa kama 5 hivi and other social media sites zetu or are there and they're just not getting out there?
I feel like this generation is not innovative enough, though they're really trying. But also that support from our parents or maybe also the government is not sufficient enough.
True.
So that's why you're not seeing so many inventions and innovations coming up. But if we get or this generation gets that support from either the local or the national government, and also investors abroad will definitely come to Kenya, and more startups will definitely, it will be a boom in Kenya, just like it's happening in Nigeria and Senegal. I think it's Senegal, yeah?
Yes, Senegal, yeah.
Yeah, Nigeria, Senegal, and Ghana. I think the startup world there is just on another level.
Right.
So I think Kenya, we can definitely reach there because we've been able to meet and have a little chat with several innovators. And what I can tell you, people are innovative outside here.
Right. People are innovative, especially in Kenya. Kenya is still ranked, I think, in the top 3 in terms of startup innovation in Africa. So we're quite okay. Also in funding, we are second after Nigeria, third after Nigeria and South Africa as of the rank of the figures which have hit from January to right about now. You can get that on a platform known as WeTracker.com. So make sure you check that out and see how much funding startups have been raising in Kenya since January. Now, guys, now hapa we have taken a look at quite the dependable, affectionate, and getting through uncertain times, which is what I'm seeing here, that hug in uncertain times. And I am sure this was informed by the COVID-19 pandemic, or people losing their livelihoods due to the COVID-19 pandemic, or what informed the uncertain times?
Actually, what informed me actually when I was trying to get our value proposition, like our brand identity. First of all, it was not because of the pandemic. I just wanted something caring for the people. So when I wanted to perceive a caring effect for the customers that we will be using our solution, then it caught my attention that, you know what, I know during this COVID-19 pandemic, you're not supposed to hug someone.
Yeah.
Then I said, okay, it's now aligning, so let's just go with what is aligning with the current situation. Then we said, okay, we are going to give that hug because we show we care, and because we've been facing uncertain times. Even right now, the economy is kind of hard. So we want to give that hug. So it was from a caring perspective, and actually I thank God that it has aligned with the current situation, and I believe it's going to,
Right. Now, I think we can have the last words. Please do tell us what you expect from Shopoko into the future, or what other, except the one in your feature. Utasema on TV.
Feature ni mingi kwanza.
Yeah, the future of Shopoko, as you said, you're trying to get a small bank, or trying to get a bank of its own, sort of for vendors and shopkeepers and all the customers during uncertain times. Kevin, you can give us your last remarks and also social media where people can get you, if you have physical offices as well, or if you have a way that people can reach you, investors, customers, vendors, when wanataka kujua ni nini inaendelea hapa Shopoko, and then you can also get our last remarks from Cliff as well. So that's your camera.
So I think looking into the future, we personally, I'm seeing a greater change that is going to happen in Africa in terms of technology. Looking at technology such as augmented reality and virtual reality taking up most of the space in as among the most valuable valuable technologies. And Shopokoa, that one I'm open because I believe it's kind of new in terms of bringing an augmented reality experience in the banking industry. So we believe we are going to be the first company to bring an augmented kind of virtual reality experience, whereby you don't have to go to the bank physically. You just walk into a virtual environment the way you want to go to town and go to an ATM machine and withdraw money. And you can be able to get your cash, go to a shop and Okoa, or go to a shop and buy something. So we are looking at the technology such as augmented and virtual reality in terms of boosting the performance of Shopokoa. Then in terms of how you can access us, We have a link that is www.shopokoa.com. You can access our website. Then when you access our website, you can be able to access our mobile application from Android, Google Android. Then we are also planning to roll out on iOS in 3 months, because it's already developed, but we are just finalizing on some few parts. Then we'll be able to roll out on iOS as well. So our social media handle, it's on Facebook. Just find us at Shopokoa. Also on Twitter at Shopokoa. You'll be able to find us on Twitter, and you can engage us in a conversation or make any inquiries. But for much more information, visit our website or visit Google Android Play Store to download our mobile application, and we'll be happy to serve you.
All right.
Yeah.
Cliff?
Yeah, and just to finalize on that, we are providing that hug in uncertain times. So that is us, Shopokoa. Find us also on Instagram, Shopokoa. Our offices are at KU entrance, the first building, Chandari Innovation Center, 2nd floor, room number 32. So in case you want to pay us a visit, you're welcome.
All right. That is Cliff and Kelvin giving you that hug in uncertain times. Tuma hapa na mtume ya kutoa. But yeah, that is Shop Okoa, who are trying to give a solution out to vendors and also to those guys who love accessing credit or need to access credit. Let me just put it, need to access credit from the vendors. Kama una feel unataka kaunga na credit, unataka sukari na credit, rice na una pesa ya kutosha, go over to Shop Okoa, unaangalia ni shop gani yenye unazaenda uokoe life yako huko, and then they will also onboard you into the platform with the M-Pesa statement, KRA pin and ID number, wanakupatia credit score, and they start you off at 1,000?
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying the lowest limit is 1,000?
Yeah, for now we are offering 1,000.
Okay.
But if you want to increase your limit, you have to provide information. Then we'll give you a markup of up to 5K. Then from 5K, based on our credit scoring system, you will see yourself.
Clearly. Shop Okoa, check them out on social media and on their website, www.shopokoa.com. Dependable, affectionate, get through uncertain times. One of the winners were Halt Prize Chapter 2022 finals, Kenyatta University. And guys, when you win the $1 million, mkinisahau nitawatafuta.
Takunywa chai.
Chai too. All right, let me go for that break. Biashara Tuesday is still on air. Engage with me on KUTV Kenya social media platforms. I'll be coming back to read your feedback. Usiende mbali.
And had a child, they decided to move back home and make things official. Now, here is the bombshell. They found out that they were related. Wow. With Orbital Global, you can save yourself the embarrassment.
How well do you know your family lineage? Your cousins, uncles, aunties, nephews, nieces? Orbital is here for you. Visit www.orbitalglobal.com. Orbital Global, connecting families, uniting nations.
Hata katika ulimwengu wa binadamu utapata kwamba wanadamu wako katika tabaka mbalimbali. Kuna wale ambao kwamba wao wako katika daraja za juu, kuna wengine wako katika daraja za katikati, na vile vile kuna wengine ambao kwamba wako katika daraja ya chini. Basi vile vile katika ulimwengu wa malaika, Mwenyezi Mungu aliyetukuka amewapangilia katika daraja tofauti tofauti. Kwa hivyo lazima tujue daraja zao. Je, ni nani kiongozi wa malaika wote? Na alikuwa akifanya kazi gani?
you guys attended the NDC, the UDA NDC the other day, and I'll bring up an issue here of Moses Kuria saying that walimuibia Rais Uhuru Kenyatta kura hadi akaingia kwenye kiti. And Moses Kuria defends himself by saying that he was supposed to talk about kuimbia.
Yes.
What's your take on that?
You see, for the case of Moses Kuria, we have this accent, the African accent.
Don't you know that I still care for you? Me flip-flop got me needing more and more of you. And me the one to catch you.
Far East, welcome to the empire. Far East, we call it find true love. You will see what your love has done for me.
Lola is an app that gives you a chance to watch videos, listen to audios, and read articles wherever you are for free. Motivational stories, dramas, campus life, technology, lifestyle, adventure, sports, academics, jobs, entertainment, and more. Download Lola now on Play Store. All you need, you got Lola.
Maelfu na maelfu ya wahamiaji wakiwa na watoto kutoka nchi za Amerika ya Kati wanaendelea kuwasili kwenye mpaka kati ya Marekani na Mexico.
But folks, I'm going. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Ni habari kutoka pembe zote duniani.
Pepo pasi vuguvugu, pepo pa ni idea.
Sazidi ananyonya, hanyonyi vizuri, anakuwa hayuko comfortable.
Jeshi la Jamhuri ya Kidemokrasia ya Kongo linapambana na waasi wa ADF.
Kwa sasa wanatoa wito kwa mashirika, makampuni na vile vituo vya uchukuzi.
Mambo mengi yatakwenda kama yalivyopangwa.
Hapa ni kuna mmoja wa viongozi wa chama cha wavuvi katika eneo hili.
Zaidi tunajaribu kuwapa chanjo ili ina boost ama inanyanyua kinga ya mwili, ndio inaenda kupelekea kupambana na virusi.
Ni duniani leo, Jumatatu mpaka Ijumaa, moja kwa moja kutoka VOA Swahili, Washington DC.
Okay. BIASHARA Tuesday. BIASHARA Tuesday. BIASHARA Tuesday is still here, and I'm seeing a comment from Maina Mashari anasema kubwa sana Richard, watching the show on the road, a testament to the reach tech has on our daily lives, to the reach that tech has on our daily lives. Yana anasema teknolojia imetuguza sana hadi mahali imefika mahali kuna vendors ambao wanaweza kuwa na technology which can help you get access to very small household items on credit. So check out that. Asante sana Maina Masharia. You should have told us where you're watching from, but thank you. Amesema salimia hao wakurugenzi sana. Wamesalimika. Right. Seeing on Twitter also, a couple of guys were pale hivyo interacting with the content ambayo tumekuwa tukidistribute under the hashtag Rise Today. Edlens kama kawaida anakuwa hapa on Twitter akisema show is alright. Kalush Warren Kioko, vibes and inshallah on BIASHARA Tuesday. Asante sana Kalush from Juja. I know where you're from even if you don't say where you're at. Also here a comment from Asachi. Good morning Okenye. This is Asachi. Hi Asachi. The show today on BIASHARA Tuesday is quite educative, with Hannah educating us on the Muhesh app, watching live from Thika Road and keeping it locked till the last second. So we just had a very long show, but very exciting and very engaging since the morning. We were here earlier with Paul Wambua, who's a political scientist, and giving us his perspective on everything on the dailies. Quite angry at the headlines, and you should check them out to see if you get angry as well. But unafaa kuangalia huko. There's also some good news that is happening. CBK is regulating digital lenders. The Treasury is looking towards reducing transaction charges for M-Pesa. CBK is exploring a virtual Kenyan shilling, also known as the central bank digital currency. So you should check that out and send in your comments. You can send in to the CBK what you think the digital currency should be having. Yeah, so check that out as well, and much more that is happening here on the dailies, from the Business Daily to everything else that you think is out there today. Later, we sat down on matters of politics and 2022 with my Mhesh app founder and director. Hannah was here to tell us what kind of information can get there. It's an application that is on Play Store and also a website, mymhesh2022.com. Now I mykenyanguide.com, which also is a platform that connects businesses and enterprises in the Kenyan space. So you can check that out as you go on with your week. What else you should be checking out this week is Shop Okoa, who just came off air with that innovation that we just spoke about on how to access credit through the small time vendors that are around you. And that is all that we had here for the show, and of course a bit of technology on Tech Voice. And sure, you're keeping it here every single Tuesday morning for matters of business, entrepreneurship, the economy, and technology. But keep it here on Monday to Friday on KUTV Rise Today, which is a morning breakfast show unlike any other, with the best of the best of the bunch from Monday, art and culture with Karen Blessing. Exciting show. If you watched yesterday's show, I don't know why you keep missing Karen's show. It's the best way to start your week, and of course a very good prep for Biashara Tuesday here on Tuesday. I'm paving the way for the beautiful Nina Gikunda to come in tomorrow on WCW. That is the Women Crush Wednesday show on matters of gender across the board, and of course how to get empowerment for all the genders. Thursday, Throwback Thursday with Ojwang Mariam, Mzee Ojwang Mariam hapa, wise man on matters of Swahili and everything ya culture. So make sure una tune into that show. Ojwang atakupasha vizuri, and also a conversation on political parties that is coming up on Thursday. Tune into that one. Apo is where the show that unveils political candidates in this the larger Nairobi area, or actually Mount Kenya region. So wale watu wanataka kupanda Mount Kenya, mna watch Throwback Thursday with Ojwang Mariam. Friday, kijana mwenye nywele mzuri finally, Emperor Sheka, will be here on Friday to give you entertainment on Friday morning on Entertainment Friday on KUTV Rise Today. Tune into that, and that will be the culmination of KUTV's Rise Today, and then we do it again. We repeat all the way towards the end of the year. But every single day is different, informative, and even way better. Until I see you again on Tuesday next week, you can find me on social media platforms at Richard_Okenya. That's where I tweet at, and also, voice out my thoughts throughout the week before I come back here on Tuesday to interact with you live. And as I always say, if you want to have breakfast in bed, sleep in the kitchen. Try it out.